Hi there, this is Shifu Aaron at Dragon Phoenix Kung Fu in Asheville, North Carolina. Today's question I've got is, can people with bad knees train martial arts? The easy answer is yes. The not so easy answer is how. Um, so, I mean, you got knees, you got a body, you're a human, you can move around, you're mobile, all the things, you can do martial arts. Now, how you do the martial arts is really, really the important factor here between hurting your knees more or doing better. Now, if there's a medical thing going on, such as you've got some torn ligaments in there, you've got bone on bone, the cartilage is missing, you need to talk to a doctor and see a doctor about that. I'm not a doctor, so don't take medical advice from me. But you're going to look at the different martial arts styles and the mechanics and the effects that it has on the body. So if we're looking at, I know Taekwondo, karate are the most well-known here in the US. Those ones are better for people who are younger, and I wouldn't recommend those if you got knee issues, because there's a lot of torque that goes on the movements. So like a lot of the movements, you come around and your foot's on the ground and you twist, and so that foot stays in place, and that twist all goes into the knee, the ankle, and the hip. And then the weakest position, the weakest one of those joints is probably going to get the most impact, the most twist to it. So wouldn't recommend against Taekwondo, karate, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's one, you're on the ground and you're like torquing things. Chin-A's joint locks. You're not going to want to get into stuff like with joint locks. You're not going to want to move really fast. So probably in your mind, you're thinking, okay, Tai Chi is the one for me. And Tai Chi is great. There is something I should warn you about called Tai Chi knee. A lot of Tai Chi people do develop knee issues. And that has to do with improper body mechanics. And so if you're studying Tai Chi, you're going to want to make sure you're under a reputable teacher of a actual lineage, and they can talk to you about how to take care of your knees. So I guess I should go back and say, whoever and whatever style you decide to train under, talk to your instructor. Don't just jump in and be like, okay, I can do this. Say, okay, I got knee issues going on. What kind of modifications, adaptations can we do to where it doesn't hurt? And you need to listen to your body. If your body is telling you something hurts, you shouldn't do it. I used to teach praying mantis style Kung Fu. I had to cut back on that. I haven't studied that one in a long time. It was really starting to hurt my knees. Again, after I passed that 35 threshold, about a time when I was 40, they were just screaming at me. And so went to the acupuncturist, they straightened things out for me, and then I realized the mechanics of that style were a lot tougher on my knees. Tai Chi, one of the big things that's really good about it is, and I know you can't, maybe if I step back, there you go, you can see my feet. Instead of turning a foot that has the weight on it, there's that torque, that compression. What I'm going to do is I'm going to empty that foot, then turn it out so there's not pressure on that twist, and then shift my weight to it. Okay? And so then shift my weight fully and then move another foot for Tai Chi and then shift. And so we're working empty and full in the feet so that we're avoiding that torque. But the one things we got to pay attention to, you don't want to collapse the knee, the foot coming up. You don't want to drag the toe. All those things are going to like wreak havoc on your knee. So yes, you can study martial arts with, if your knees aren't in the best shape. But I would also recommend wearing a knee brace. That's never hurts when things aren't feeling good. And listen to what your body's saying. If your body's saying it hurts, modify, change, adapt, make it lighter. There's really nothing you got to prove to anybody. And you don't want to take away from the fun of training and learning and growing into your better self. So, all right. Any questions, thoughts, comments? Drop them below, and I'll look forward to hearing what you got to say.